شينا أدرك مجمع خاتلين خافر خاتلين وما شمعه سكادا بسكادا شمعه دبر في سبيع من قص في اسم فرقنا بكرم الشيخ بقول ما كره بمرامين أي سبارة نابا ويسبر بسرعة سنتي بسدر بسرعة تعالج من كتب يسوع إنه في مقاصد بسكاس بسكاس من واسط من ربيع ما بمرامين قابل صوتنا ويسمع ويسرع كلمة بسمع بمرامين شمع بخان تبين ويسرع بمرامين بنعم بخيراتنا وما خاف ورسوين ويأتي قادس
آمين 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 Amen. לפיכך חיר בלב תן מיצו שניים על נכו לסמאסית קוי יגדו צעירה בידי אמן 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 ישמיר אמן אמן Amen. 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 Quickly today in Jewish history. Today, in addition to being the yard site of the Talmud Iron in 1754, it's also the yard site of the Dubna Magid. The Dubna Magid was very famous for saying parables, mashalim, giving parables of story, connecting everything. He had a story. You tell him something, he had a story for you. And he was also famous for giving what they call musar, giving, telling you off in a good, classy way. And with that, we're supposed to make a person more humble, more right to better ourselves. Even the Vilna Gun would invite him, say every year, to come and give him, to chastise him, bring it on. And he wouldn't want to, of course. They asked him always how is he such a good storyteller? How does he get it? How does he always hit it on target? You'd say most people, there's a target, and they throw the dart or they throw the arrow, and it's difficult that way. He says he throws the target, he throws the dart first, or he throws the arrow first, and then he just throws the target around it. So he says it's easy. He just know how to do it. But so he told the Vilna Gaon said, "Tell me, let it on." And so he tells him, he says, "Hey, you think it's a big deal for you to be such a genius and you sit and learn Torah all day? You think it's such a big deal?" He says, "You have any of the? You go to the market, you go to the store shopping. You have any of the challenges that we all have?" He said, Just go, let's switch places. Go switch with someone else. Let's see if you're such a big gun. The Vilna Gaon was, at first he cried at that. He said, you got me. Then afterwards he says, he said,
Why did he tell him the secret? He used to go to school.
huh? He said he would go out? No, I don't know. He said what he said afterwards. He says, okay, so it's not a game, it's not a matter of tricks. He says, okay, so he said, what's the big deal? What's a trick, right? If you don't have to go where everyone else has to go. You don't have all the. He said, learn all day. Of course, you become a big genius. So he said that says Hashem doesn't make us do tricks. If you want, anyone could do the same thing. Anyway, today we have a special instead of our regular learning today, we have a special treat. We have Shmuel is going to do a siyum. Huh? Brave Am Hadras Melech. Brave Am Hadras Melech. And so, we'll do the l'chaim after Meir, but let's do the siyum now. And it's a very big merit. It's a very big zechut. It's very big to partake in the siyum, to partake in the conclusion of a track of Talmud. Even if we're not the ones that learned it, but even having someone in our backyard that learned it is wow, that is cool. That is so cool. What do you see? Come here, Shmuel.
So this Masechta, not many people know about it. It's called Tamura. Tamura, everybody knows Baba Kama, Baba Metzia, Baba Basra, Baba Zaidi, Baba Maisa.
Nobody likes it there.
But most people don't know Tamura. Tamura follows Erechin. Erechin, maybe people know about. Erechin is valuation. You value if you want to bring a korban, or you want to bring something, want to donate $1 million to Chabad Chayil, or 2 million, 3 million. 3 million is better. It's a good thing to do. So what follows Erechin is Tamura. Tamura means exchanges. To exchange. So what are you exchanging? Say you bring a korban. You say, okay, this cow I'm bringing, for a chatas. And if you learn Tamura, you learn all of the things you can bring, all the karbanas, the shlamim and chatas and toida and so many, all the offerings that you could bring to the Beis HaMikdash are in Tamura. And you can, and what if you say, okay, that cow that I want to bring, and then you find out it has a mum. So what do you do with it? You designated it. It's called kodshim, hektish. You designate something, like the $3 million you want to give to Chabad Chayil, it's now hektish. You can't use it for anything else. You want to go buy your Ferrari, sorry, you got to give it to Rabbi Kiedman. You designated it. Well, what if you want to give the Ferrari instead of the $3 million? I'm not pocketing it. We're looking over here. So we need to help facilitate. So I wanted to give some, at least an introduction to what Tamura is. And why did I learn Tamura? Good question. Because nobody else wanted to. That's the real reason. Because up north, near Alaska, called Muncie, right now, every Yud Kislev they finish the whole shots. So nobody wanted this, and then all of a sudden, like 2 months before Yud Kislev, they look at me and they say, "You want to do Tamura?" I haven't done Tamura in a while. What do you want me? So I said, "All right, fools tread where angels fear to follow." So I'm a fool, but it's been on a. It was hard, it's a very hard necessity because, first of all, we want the Beis HaMikdash, now, and so all these karbanos are going to be shaykh. But in the meantime, we've been in Gullus so long, it's hard to have shaykhs to all these karbanos that we can't bring. So, but Himir Tashem, very soon we'll be able to bring the karbanos and we'll be able to to be L'Shlema B'Kar Mamish now.
Amen.
So it's the Gemara doesn't have this wow punch that some of the Gemaras have. It's kind of like the last part was talking kind of interesting. If you designate something for a korban, or you designate something for instance, you want to provide wood for the altar, or you want to provide stones or something to fix the Beis Hamikdash. So it makes a differentiation, and it's interesting and that's what the last parak is about. So so I'm just going to say the last paragraph. I guess I'll say it in English. Let's be easier, or both. So Rav Shemaya Amar Ki Tanya Hu Masniha. This is all the Ramish to me. This Ruma Adeshin Tanya Ila Olam Aser. So when Rav Shemaya said this brisa, they took a brisa to try to prove that what's taught to the removal of ashes from they used to, they burn up the carbonas, and then they'd have all these ashes. What do you do with the ashes? So the ashes are actually still holy. You can't just toss them, it's like shameless kind of. You can't just throw your chitas, your chayinu in the garbage can with the potato peel. You gotta bury it. It has to be buried. And so the ashes also have to be buried. And there's even, you have to be careful how you bring them off the altar. They have to be carefully so they don't fly in the air, and then they gather these ashes to be buried. So Tisanya the Shemo, the Nachas Shemai, Kuloi Shemai, Shaloi Yafazer. And it's taught in the Brisa with regard to the removal of the ashes. First states you should take them and you should put them, and it indicates, and here it says, put them down gently rather than throw them down so they don't fly all over the place and get lung cancer, God forbid, something in your lungs. And you should put them down and not scatter the ashes. Hadron Allah, Ishbekachi, Izbeach, Salika, Law, Mesachta, Tamura. Hadron Allah, back here, somewhere over here. Hadron Allah, Mesachta Tamura, Hadron Allah, Alive the Atan, Allah, Mesachta Tamura, Yadata, Alive, Lo, Nashe, Naf, Mesachta Tamura, Lo, Nase, Na, Lo, the Alma, Adain, Below, the Alma, the Ase, Ira Toma, Fanefa, the Hino, Hey, Ruth, Wasefa, the Muno Senu, the Elamazet, the Hey, Limonu, the Elamabal, Hino, Bar Papa, Rame, Bar Papa. More so you can count the papas. He's not here. So, okay. Rame Bar Papa, Nachman Bar Papa, Ahawa Bar Papa, Abba Bar Papa, Mori Bar Papa, Rafram Bar Papa, Rahish Bar Papa, Ruchas Bar Papa, Ada Bar Papa, Ru Bar Papa, Arab No, the Noel Hinu Leolis Ibre, Sarasecha, the Fino, the Fi, Ampa, Base Israel, Ian, Anachnu, the Tetainu, Tetay, Ampa, Base Israel, London, Yudi, A, Nechal, El Alme, Sarasecha, Shma, Alboy, namely, Sarasecha, Kili, Ili, here, Livi, Sonny, Kecha, Laman, Lo, Ebosh, Elam, Lo, Eshkach, Decha, Ibom, Sonny, Baruch, Hata, Noy, Landini, Kecha, Amen, Yomen, Amen, Salah, Boed, Modimanach, Allah, Necha, Hinu, Tenu, Amato, Alpin, they, Nid, Medrash, Velo, Samata, Halkenu, Shave, Ros, Ois, Anu, the Hay, missed the Bar Papas. Oh, you missed the Bar Papas. He may, Nadira, Mr. Second, Kamim, Shalim, Anu, Amalim, Aim, Amalim, Anu, Amalim, Elim, Star, Aim, Amalim, Aino, Bablim, Star, Anu, Aim, Team, Anu, Team, Aim, Elam, Abba, Aim, Team, Air, Shachas, Nemar, Yata, Elohim, Yidim, Yidev, Shachas, Anshe, Domim, Mimo, Lo, Yatsu, Yemehem, Ani, Yatapo, Yiratom, Nafanafan, Hashem, Shar, Radim, Stavim, Seth, Samura, came as rain, as Hilim, Seth, was our rain, Acherim, we sleep. Us la yomim mod lo made small la sus kayemen kayem as all the days or salmon or sefal the abo is close all anoni amrim samide afomim amodvi sorry shalom samush Torah mipi Unipi, Zari, Teral, Zari, Ad Olam, Kayem, B, Hilaf, the Is Halach, and Fer, Escha, Bishach, Tishmo, Alecha, Ad Kitsois, Shios, Efa, Kibi, Yirbet, Yebu, Yemecha, is only 2 more hours. This was left, no time or Yomim, Yemina, Omech, the Shlomo Asar, Kavod, Adonai Ozli, Moik Adonai, Baruch, Samo Bashalom. Which one? This one. The other one. Some will say the hard one. Yeah. Amen.
We'll make a l'chaim after davening.
Advertisement. This is easy to do. Anyone has it, doesn't have it, it's good Gemara.
Yeah, it's the latest, the best in the. All right, page 118, Mike. One's done, Mike. Anybody want done, Mike?
I do Shabbos.
Yeah.
I'll tell you it's gonna. I'll just.
All right, we're not. We're not sure. So here, Bala Shabbat, we're going to say, no, Yeshia, Amelech, Yane, Shira, Malis, Baruch Zadek, Adonai, I know it. True, it's like a mother.
כל המייחלים
Adinai Shia Malachinenu Vimkenu Adinai Shia Malachinenu Vimkenu Adinai Shia Malachinenu Vimkenu Iskala Shmira
Amen.
Ramadi Baraf Jerusalem Amlich Mokuz Yatzma Kana Kana Mishikha
Amen.
Kayekan Mekan Kaida Kabisa Bagos Ban Kari Bimro
Amen.
Ishmeira Abus Magana Mela Maya Isparita Shabak Mispari Visama Visal Visala 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 Shmid Kuchabri
Amen.
Elamin Kobel Shati Fasana Maso Damira the Alma Bimro Amen was Adinai Hamera Maybe like not giving you a Adinai Barakata Adinai Hamari Barak
אני אדוני לכם אמת.
Adinai Lechem Emes Malchus of Ratsim Kibur Salafan Shirok Simbalam Malchus for the Menachov again Nimish as a on November. Remember keep father in his yapa, the girl and because of the matter, but I told you know I go Ali so Amen. Skala shmira amen dibra khilul sevi am khokho sevi asma khotana mikal mishikh amen hayf mekan khayda kol bisha bagal zman kari dimru amen amen shmira amen bada asma mumela mai spare khishaba bispare bisay mami sansi bisada shmid kucha briko amen dela min khabe khas bishras bishras brakh masa jamira bi amma dimru amen jiskosa وزن خلي استشهاد بعد المجمع يدمر آمين شمر على المجمع الخام تري مرين رب إسرائيل آمين آمين سبحان الله قصدي سبحان الله رب إسرائيل آمين
بس يا زين شيء Amém. 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 Esperamos. Amém. Amen. 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 Yashikaya. Summary dominate 40. Happy to announce that our filling center that got a name. It's not called Filling Station. Online at fillingstation.com. Hopefully, we're going to have them all around. We already have several requests. We're going to have them all around South Florida stations where people can put on fill-in anywhere. So that's on that part. On the other hand, we were asked to announce that if anybody wants to smoke, if anybody likes to smoke cigarettes, it's your problem if you like to smoke cigarettes, but we asked that it shouldn't be done near children. When children are in shul, for sure not. Anywhere near the shul, shouldn't do any other children around.